It is Wednesday night at 7:30, which means it is time for your viewer comments. You see, I got a question posed for everybody right now. Who should the next head coach for Arkansas be? Tell me who you think it should be. All right. So, as always, if you're just now joining us, I give it a few minutes to let people kind of hop into the stream so they can ask the questions. Everybody has the opportunity to be a part of the stream by sending me their email, and then you can come on here and give me your 2 cents. Okay. So, I'm just going to let this build up for a little bit so everybody can have a chance to come in. Let me make sure everything's good to go. Give me your 2 cents, okay? So I'm just gonna let this build up for a little bit so everybody can have a chance to come in. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining in. Valerie is saying Petrino. Don't care who it is as long as the funding and backing is there. Crafty Creations, DJ, let's go. There it is, everybody. Just once again, give it a second. Let everybody have a chance to hop in to be a part of the stream. That will be the question that we kind of want to focus on today. It's the bye week for Arkansas. It's one of those years, y'all. It's tough. 2-7 going into the bye week. What's these next 3 weeks after that have in store for everyone? Whew, it's going to be a tough one. I see people right now already hopping into the chat and letting us know what they think. We got Chris Caver. Always been a proponent of Petrino and has been for a long time. Mark Couch says no, John Gruden. James Whittington says Eric Morris. Eric Morris at North Texas. I've seen a lot of people say that. I see Petrino or Franklin. No unproven. No up-and-comers. Yeah, don't have that. We got Pastor Randy C. Williams wants to see Gruden in the house. We got Count says Franklin Summerall Golish. Bob Chesney. All right, so y'all giving me your comments, okay? I want y'all to give me the pitch. All right. Now we can do this 2 ways. You can write it in the comments, or just let me know if you want to hop on the stream, and I'll give you the stage, and we'll sit back and hear your pitch of who the next Arkansas head coach should be. All right. Now with this pitch, I need more than just the name. I need what you think this coach needs, what type of support, who they may need to think about building their staff with, what's the realistic part of it. So Wyatt Peters, all you have to do is send me your email. Now, how you do this, Wyatt, pay close attention, okay? If your email is just say here, let me write an example, okay? Bear with me, everybody. Let me give an example. How do I do that? There we go. Okay, so let's say let's just say if this was the email for 4th and 5, okay? So Wyatt, this is what you have to do in the chat, okay? Send it like this. So just pretend the email would be 4th and 5 at gmail.com, okay? That's how you have to send it to me, or else I don't know why it prevents people from sending in their full email for me to send them a link. So Wyatt Peters, if that's what you want, send in your email in the chat. I'll take a look at it. Just your email, but you have to do it the way that I have displayed on the screen, okay? And anybody else who wants to hop into the chat as well, that's all you have to do. And I can send you a link, and we'll hop on and do this thing, all right? Let me go ahead and pull up the chat right now as everybody is joining us. Here we go. Petrino on a 2-year deal with a good winning incentives and postseason bonuses. Okay. Thanks for the details. That's what I need right there. Those details are great. That's from Feast with whoever that might be. We got Pastor Randy C. First of all, welcome to the show once again. Thanks for coming back. Gruden with a great OC in DC and outstanding NIL and recruiting money. Now, Pastor, I'll say this. In today's world, you give that to almost any coach and they're going to do well, especially outstanding NIL and recruiting money. Crafty Creations wants to know, where's Benjo? Wyatt, stand by. I got Wyatt's email. Let me go ahead and get him all up and go. Wow, now that I'm checking my email, I just realized how much I have not responded to. Oh, Lord. But I sent to the wrong address. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I will figure that out. Valpal, if you're there, all of me shops. Johnny Vincent sent me a message saying that he ordered some 4th and 5 gear, but it was sent to the wrong address. Hopefully, we get you situated. All right, here we go. Y'all bear with me as I get Wyatt's email in here. Now, Wyatt, I need you to bring it, okay? If you're going to join the show, I need you to draw out the plan. If you're the athletic director and you're sitting down with this coach, what all goes into this decision? Peters. Sorry, I'm actually I'm dyslexic. That's a real thing, and so sometimes I struggle seeing things the way that they should be. Okay. Let me invite this guest. Whoa, that's new. Cool. I guess the streaming service I use has a nice little update. Join the show. All right, Wyatt. I just sent you an email. Where we go? There we go. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it. Appreciate the donation. We got Gunner in the house. Appreciate the love. All that helps continue getting us going. What we got going on? There we go. Crafty Creation says, thanks, Val, for my 4th and 5 gear delivery today. Congratulations on getting your gear. What's your comment? My comment? I don't know what you're saying. Oh. Okay, so Johnny got his stuff today. Okay. Boom. I got an email yesterday, but you got it today. Good to go. All right. So Wyatt, I sent you the link. All you have to do is click it and do it on your phone, whatever, and you're going to go ahead and join the show. Johnny did get the order. All right, we got Rob. What's up, Rob? How you doing? It says Bobby P. Head coach Gruden is DC. D-Mac running back coach. DJ Williams tight end coach. Oh, that sounds fun. That does sound fun. Here we go. We got a little bit more detailed one right here. Eric Morris has beat one team with a better roster. Okay. Golis has also beat just one team with a better roster, and that was Florida. Got to be somebody that can win with less talent. Petrino has done that. Da, da, da. Petrino, our NFL top hire. All right, let me make sure I sent this. Wyatt, did you get my email? Once again, if you want to join the show, just let me know. I'll send you a link, and I want you to give your pitch for the next head coach for the University of Arkansas. All right, there we go. What makes you think Morris is such a great developer? Look at his talent compared to who he plays. Are you asking me, or are you asking maybe Scott Sellers? Because Scott Sellers and a lot of people have been asking for, Eric Morris. Eric Morris. Congratulations, Pastor. Glad you got everything all figured out and you're good to go. Oh, Lord. All right, let me check and make sure I sent this to the right email. Sent. Still waiting on Wyatt. Wyatt, where you at? Don't be scared to join the show. Wyatt, like I said, I struggle with my dyslexia, so give me a second. Let me make sure I put this in right. Wyatt Peters, 01, Yahoo. Okay. I'm waiting on it. Anybody else want to join the show? That'd be great. We're going to be on here for about an hour. Not yet. It's connecting, downloading email. Okay. Dang. If your thing's taking that long to download an email, it may be a rough try of you trying to hop on here. Okay. Signal may not be that great. I guess we'll see how it goes. All right. We got a lot of people once again. Next year's coach should be Mr. Rhett Lashley. Well, Frank the Dank. I believe he went ahead and signed his extension, so I don't know how well that is going to work. We got Cash says, oh, sorry, I just missed Cash. Wow, why won't that not pull up? Sorry, Cash. Cash Register says, I really think we should get whoever the boosters can come together, whoever that might be, and that's how we'll get the NIL. I mean, we had the conversation today on 103.7 The Buzz. If you listen to the zone from 10 to 1, we got you covered. But yeah, it's just somebody sent in a message and they said, what's the name of the Texas Tech head coach? And we all had to sit down and we were just like, hey, Wyatt, I see you backstage. Just stay right there. Bear with me. I'll bring you on. Texas Tech heads coach, right? So I was just like, I don't know. And that was the point. If you have boosters and NIL and you have that oil tycoon like they do at Texas Tech pouring $50+ million into the program, that's where it's just like, do you really need a big splash name hire as long as you got the money to support it? Now, we figured out his name. He's doing a really good job. Texas Tech is rolling, but let's not sit here and say the truth that they have turned their program around immensely because of the NIL era, especially with what they got going. I mean, they gave a softball player at Texas Tech $1 million. Come on now. All right. Joining the show, we got Wyatt P in the house. Sounds like maybe you're in a car, or you're standing next to a fan. It doesn't matter. Let me know what you got, man. All right, I need you to draw it out for us, Wyatt. Head coach, what do you think?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. All right. So my argument for Bobby Petrino pretty much sums it up to what coach in the U.S. wants this job more, will do it for the cheapest amount of money, which will save money for NIL, has the redemption factor, has done it in the SEC, specifically at this school before, very successfully. He hasn't been control of the team. He's only the last couple of weeks, and that's after firing the defensive, whole staff pretty much.
Yep.
All those reasons, and you can see how he's doing in the press conferences, and even despite not losing the whole fan base. And I mean, should have won that last game. Should have won a couple of more games, but I mean, let him have at least like a year or two, just full-fledged, him in control with the redemption factor, him probably being paid less than all these other coaches with these big splash hires, which we probably won't get because all the openings that are here right now, it's just kind of been muddled the waters, of it. So I think Bobby by far is the best choice from all those factors. What do you think?
I mean, you hit the nail on the head on just about everything. I don't think Coach Petrino is in a position to leverage anything, and it's almost like he'll take whatever he can get. Now, I do think they should, if they decide to have him as a head coach, I think you pay him what you believe he's worth. But yeah, you don't need this big contract with a big buyout. I think he understands, hey, this is now your full year of what we got cooking. Let's give you a shot. I think all those points you made out are spot on. So here's the question I want to ask you. Since we can save money on him, do you try to make an even bigger splash of trying to getting a big defensive coordinator so Coach P can focus on offense and he has somebody that he can trust holding down the defense?
Yes, exactly. I think wasn't the Razorback playing in like Provo in Utah? I mean, supposedly after a big defensive guy. What's his name?
Yeah, we heard. So I heard they were there talking to him, but I also heard they had to stop and fuel up to go talk to somebody else. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Could
That's
be a
all speculation.
Yeah.
Right. That sounds. It could be all speculation, but I'm hearing what you're saying. Go ahead. But yeah, defensive coordinator. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it'd be that guy because I mean, do you think Bobby has any connections to that fella, or maybe that's like kind of the plan since all these coaching jobs have opened up and people are like, okay, Bobby probably is our best choice. Like the chancellor and all the board members, they're probably like, okay, we're either going to break the bank or we've got a guy who's obviously had the defense respond, even though in the press conference interviews with some of the players, you can tell there's still division. They're still playing lights out for him, as far as they can with the talent we have. They're still playing for him, even though he fired all the people that they recruited him. They're still playing for Bobby, which says a whole lot. Despite us losing, I mean, this is a lost season because we fired our head coach after getting obliterated by Notre Dame. Like, it's already a lost season. It's not. Bobby's offense is amazing. He took a gamble on Taylor Green's brains as far as his decision making, and he's been great, a lot better this year. If he had a really stout defense from the beginning, we would have won a couple of games. But at the same time, the luck of the fumbles, I mean, that's kind of luck. I mean, you can coach that a little bit, but like the fumbles in the most inopportune times at the last, like being hit after catching the ball. I mean, that's challenging, you know. So you add in all that, I think it's a clear Bobby Petrino choice. The defensive coordinator, I'm not sure, but I think we should go after that guy that is in Utah. That I
Yeah.
think that might have been what happened, what's going on. I really
Hey.
hope it is because we're going to spend a lot of money on a gamble when we know what we got here. He's got the gumption. He's got the he didn't lose it on that referee the other day, but people love that. People would have wanted. People love
Yeah.
seeing that, and then people almost wish he would have gone off like Dabo Sweeney did. You know, he's been going off on him. You know, take the fines,
Yeah.
but even seeing him under control, but saying what he could, I think a lot of people were just upset we lost. But at the end of
Yeah.
the year, I mean, I bet the SEC after that officiating game, they might throw us a bone against LSU, Texas, and Missouri because, I mean, look, they're not. I mean, are either any of those teams probably going to make the playoffs? I mean, not when the Bobby Petrino is coming to town and going to wreck that. You know, after 7 losses, surely we're going to get at least two out of the next three teams. I believe, and if we can do
Okay.
that, that'll probably secure him the job with most of the fans. So that's my prediction as far as like that's my hope and prediction because I like to see a redemption story, and I think that there's a lot to that.
Yep.
He'll do it. He'll have the most heart in it. I feel like than any other coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm with. There's only one thing I'm not sure on. I doubt the officiating staff's going to throw us a bone because they screwed us against Mississippi State. But everything else you said, everything else you said, I think you are speaking. I think a lot of fans agree with every word you said. Now, I am very interested too how it is so split. You know, I'm on the radio show every single day. We have a lot of fans that are like you. Then a lot of fans are saying, why would we bring Coach Petrino back? We have to move on and get someone fresh. And so it really is
Cheap.
50-50. But we'll sit back and watch, man. I appreciate the call, man.
How much money you think we could save? Like millions, probably 5 to 10,
Well, it
even in
depends on the
two,
coach.
3 year
The,
spans.
the only way you don't make a big money hire is if you go get one of these lower level kind of up and coming type guys, but yeah, you got to roll the dice on that for sure. Now, if you try to go get a big name, it's going to cost big money, which once again, you're still rolling the dice, but we'll
Exactly.
find out, man. We'll find out. I got somebody
Hey,
else standing by. I'm going to bring him
appreciate
in.
it,
All right.
man.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
Okay.
Wyatt P bringing it. Chris Caver, I sent you an email. You should have it. All you have to do is hit that link and you're good to go. But Wyatt, man, I mean, a lot of people are right there with him. A lot of people agree with him. I'm looking at the chat right now, going through them. Chris Alley, what's up, my guy? Buddy, I still think we need to hire Houston Del Nutt as the athletic director. Let's go get Rhett Lashley. He's not coming. He just signed his extension. I mean, I guess if you break the bank, he could do it, but I don't see it. The money will flow, and we'll have the people on the hill to understand Arkansas. That is another big element. Having somebody there with ties who just knows how special Arkansas is. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about that. It is what it is. Got replying to you right here, Chris. He signed through 2031. Woo! I wonder what his buyout is. Now we got Scooby Doobies who says that 0% chance Bobby gets the job. I wouldn't say zero. Easy. Getting through some of these comments. Don't forget, Chris Caver, I sent you a message to your email. I think that's your email. Hopefully I sent it to the right spot. All you have to do is hop on that link and we're good to go. Great call. Once again, if you want to join the show and pitch who the head coach should be, I see some people saying no, Bobby. No, Bobby. So how about this? Scott Sellers, I see you there. Send me the email, man. Hop on and tell me why not. Okay. We got this one right here. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hop on. Pitch it to me. Talk to me. Let the people know why not. let's turn this thing up. If you hire by or if you hire Bob, wait, if you hire Bobby, hey, Coach O for Coach O order on like that. That'd be pretty wild. Would need to look at his schemes and all that stuff. I'm sure he does great. Tim Perry. We must have a Mustang here in the house. I wonder who that is. He's my head coach in high school. Great guy. Love him. Love that dude to death. Ask Texas Tech how good Eric Morris is and get back to me. James Whittington. I'm assuming they beat Texas Tech this year. Is that what you're telling me? They do have one loss. Was it North Texas, their loss? Dang. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. All right, we got a super chat in. Appreciate the super chat. This is from Joshua in the house. Let me get you pulled up. It's not wanting to show it. There it is. Is throwing away the recruiting class and taking a chance on any of the realistic potential head coach hires really better than Bobby? No, it's not. That's another thing we kind of even talk about. Like, I would if you went back, I encourage y'all to go watch the offensive line breakdown we did with Grant. It was yesterday morning. Go back and watch that. There's a spot there where we talk about the potential of who's coming back, because we always talk about it all starts up front. Okay, and dang, I got it written down. Kavion Broussard, who stepped in, freshman out there, redshirt freshman, because Marion Harris got hurt and Shaq got hurt. Okay, he stepped in, had a couple moments where, okay, here we go, let's get things rolling. He's going to be a special football player. Grant loves him. You got a freshman center that hopped in after Kittler got hurt. A freshman center playing some good football, aggressive, a lot to learn, but you can tell his future is bright. Colby Burnham's coming back. Shaq McCroy, hopefully. I mean, I say hopefully for all these guys, but let's just pretend they are coming back. And Marion Harris coming back. I mean, you got 5 guys that have that you're building on right now. Then you have an off season. You have so up front, we can have all the Ferraris and all that stuff all we want. But unless you get dudes up front, I mean, you got nothing. So that may be one of the most optimistic offensive lines, in my opinion, that we look forward to in an offseason to see how much better they can get than we've had in a long time. Okay. That's something you can build on. And then you get into this area. Yes, if they clean shop at Arkansas, who stays? And that doesn't even get away from the part of even if Coach Petrino, like these guys putting on tape, I don't know who stays. I mean, the world of trying to build consistency in a program is tough. On the defensive side of the ball, I think Quincy has another year left. Quincy Rhodes, I think he's going to take a shot in the draft. But the only way to keep guys like that, now I like Quincy. And I think he would help his stock tremendously if he came back because he's still growing. He could put on easily 10 to 15 more pounds, be more explosive, get faster, and just become dominating all year and have like 15 to 18 sacks next year and really help out his draft stock. I don't know if he'll do that. But I think when you got a guy like that, you know how you keep him? Got to pay him, And so it'll be an interesting thing moving forward to see who stays and who goes. I don't know. Wyatt, you're good, man. Don't worry about the noise. I heard it. I heard it great. I have another question. I have another hour on the road in case you want to ask more questions. I see you're still in the chat right there. If we get to it, I'll pull you back on. All right. Still looking for Chris Caver. Chris, I sent you an email. Let me know if you got it. All right. Here we go. This is from Mikey. Mikey says, give Bobby the full-time job after the year ends. Let him have a full off season and a chance to hit portal, hire staff he knows and trusts, and will be way better. Come on, Hunter. Give him the job. James, you're really on Eric Morris. He was a grad assistant OC for 5 years. He coached Patrick Mahomes when he was at. That's why you said ask Texas Tech. Okay, all right. He was with Kingsbury and all that. Okay, I'm with you now. One of the greatest college quarterbacks in history. Now, James, I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes coaches can help build players into being great, but most of the time, great players make coaches look really good. That's usually how it works. All right. So um, I'm not going to sit here and say Ed Orgeron was the best X's and O's coach of all time, but when you had that type of lineup like they had at LSU, made him look like a really good football coach. All right. Um, Now, that being said, they do have a guy in North Texas, I believe, who's coached by Eric Morris as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, James, but he's potentially going to win the Brandon Burlsworth Award this year as the best walk-on in college football, and he's tearing it up. A no-name guy who's now just crushing it at the quarterback position. That one I would hang his hat on more, a little bit more than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes he's different, man. Um, Here we go. Chris Alley, does anyone think Joe Brady would come here or back to college? I think if Joe Brady comes back to college, he'll be in LSU. All right. That's on the table. Another question. What do y'all think about this? We keep talking about these job openings. Job openings. Somebody brought this up today. Do y'all think Ole Miss will be a job opening next year? Everybody's saying, what are you talking about? Lane Kiffin's there. He's not going to get fired. I think, oh man, with these jobs that are opening, I think Lane loves it at Ole Miss, and I think it would almost be the same energy if Lane were to go to LSU. If I were LSU, man, I would be doing everything I could to try to get Lane Kiffin down to Baton Rouge. I could see that. Somebody brought that up today. Cam Ward at Washington State, Moore's coach. So he was there before he went to Miami. Okay, so what I'm getting at right now with this Morris, all right? He seems like a coach, hear me out, who is good at coaching quarterbacks, all right? I think it's pretty safe to say Coach Petrino's not an awful coach at quarterbacks, right? So I'm just trying to get what are we trying to put down here? I don't know. Is that what you're is if that's your push for Eric Morris, what else? Because you've been talking about all these quarterbacks. Now, if that's the case, I would love for him to come to Arkansas, be a quarterback coach. That's what it sounds like. But in winning, okay. Scott is all on. I need y'all to come on to the. Send me your email. Join the show. I think that'd be great. Actually, you know what? Let's bring Wyatt back on.
Most inopportune times at the
Wyatt,
last
you hear me?
hit after catching the ball. I mean, that's
Wyatt, you still there?
challenging, So yeah, I'm here. I think it's
You listening to all this? Well, you're listening to something. So everybody's on.
I was
Eric Morris.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm listening now because I was listening to how if my quality. I was listening back to see how good my quality was to see if it was
Got
even
you.
worth me staying on the line, and it sounded.
No, it was.
I sounded pretty all right. So
Yeah, it was good to. It was good to go. All right, everybody's telling me Eric Morris needs to be our head coach. What do you know about this guy?
I don't know. I don't know too much about any other coaches. I mean, other than the big names. But I mean, I've heard a little bit about him over the last couple of days when the names started popping up. I mean, if he's going to be reasonably cheap, so we can save money on NIL because that's the name of the game. Buy the players. If he can you give me a little details on him?
Well, I mean, everybody is just talking about his resume. He helped mold Patrick Mahomes, helped mold Cam Ward. He has a great quarterback right now who's probably going to end up winning the walk-on of the year, the Burlsworth Award. But what I'm hearing is everybody's saying he sounds like a really great coach when it comes to coaching quarterbacks. And my argument, I guess not my argument, my point was it sounds like you're describing Coach Petrino. So
Yeah.
so especially when it comes to offensive-minded coaches, and so I'm just trying to see if you could get someone who has the lure and approach of a Coach Petrino, and he's much younger. Would you be excited about that?
I mean, yeah, it sounds like he sounds like he'd be a good candidate. I like Golish. I've heard a lot about him. He seemed like he came an interesting place and got interesting history, and he's done really well. Probably like humble type guy. I hire possibly. If there's another guy, like I said, I haven't heard too much about Morris, but it sounds like he'd be a good guy to think about who wants it most and who's not. It always falls back to Bobby and you know,
All right. Why I think
this, you
you
know,
that
I'd like to see that. Yeah,
well
but goalish or
I tried. I tried to hold it out. Wyatt, I know you're still talking. I had to let you go because your signal was getting crazy. Okay. Bear with me. Chris, I see your super chat. You didn't get the link. I sent you the link. Am I able to join the only? So you're trying to get on Restream. I would have sent you a new link, Chris. Chris and Wyatt. If your signal gets better, just let me know. Okay. I did not get your email. Be whole. Whole. Am I saying that right? Oh man, it's hard to keep up. I got so many comments. Hole, can you send me it again, please? So once again, if you want to join the stream and give your 2 cents, this is how you do it. Send the email, but you need it to be like this. For example, if the email was fourthandfive@gmail.com, this is how I need you to put it in the chat so I can send you an email. Okay, Chris? Can you resend your email like this so I can send you a link? I thought I did. It should be in your inbox, but send me another one just in case. And Wyatt, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, that it just got a little crazy there for a second. All right, let's get through it. B hole, I haven't seen it yet, Co. So if you can send me that email again, B hole. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Shoot it to me. And the comment I'm talking about is Fleck is another name that pops up a lot. Brooks Fleck. He's done a very good job. Yeah, he has popped up a lot. I'm going to be honest, Brooks. I don't know too much about Fleck. Somebody's going to have to give me their 2 cents and sell it for me. Once again, this is what tonight is all about. All right. Y'all coming on the show and letting me know, and you got to pitch these coaches to me. And a lot of people who are saying, no, Bobby, I want you to come on here and tell me why not. All right, we've had people vie for him. Tell me why not. This is from Crafty Creations. I love Bobby P. However, what worries me is the fact that we haven't made any halftime adjustments this year. You're kind of spot on. Woo wee. That worries me too. I don't really have a rebuttal for that. You're spot on. Scott Sellers, Pacino is not a recruiter. I admit he struggles in that area for sure. We need NIL money and talent developer. Big time high school players want to play in programs that are showcased and relevant. Agreed. That I'll say this with the new landscape of college football, Scott. I don't think he has to be the best recruiter. Because now you can just pay people. You can have a great recruiter, but if they can't match what somebody else is making, dude's going somewhere else. It's been happening a lot. Silverfield would be hilarious from Memphis. I would not say it would be too funny because that name's been popping up a lot lately. Memphis is gonna potentially, if they went out, they're gonna be in the college football playoffs. Isn't that wild? Playoffs. PJ Fleck, 1-8 versus Iowa. You gotta do better, right? All right. Wyatt wants to finish this statement. All right. Is that better, Wyatt?
can you hear me?
That's much better, man. You were going all crazy. I had to cut you off. All right, go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm on I-40 heading east, about to hit 49 north, so I think we should be good on my signal. Bobby can be the better bridge to.
I'm trying, Wyatt. It keeps cutting out. Let me try again.
Can you hear me now? We're good. All right.
There we go. All right, come on. What you got?
Bobby can be the better bridge to a better head coach in a year isn't a cheap alternative in a year that there isn't so many vacancies, like 2 years down the line, if he doesn't recover the program. So in, say, 2 years, certainly there won't be 10 big schools that have head coaching vacancies, so we'll have a better, pool of coaches to pull from, right?
Yeah.
But I was also going to suggest one. You asked me who else to get, and who if we were going to break the bank, and pull the chicken man move for a legendary coach,
Yeah.
Nick Saban. And listen to my argument for Nick Saban. I know it's way out in left field and way out of question almost, because he's older and he's not equipped for the NIL era per se. But that stuff might be changing soon a little bit and make it a little bit more, reasonable. And he don't have to change colors or the A. I mean, you got to adjust the A a little bit, but you got Alabama to
Yeah.
Arkansas, and he's got some ties because Arkansas coaches went to Alabama. Who was it? Bryant? Wasn't he from Arkansas? So Saban can return the favor back to Arkansas. Come from Alabama to Arkansas. Technically, he's not. He'd be coming out of retirement. You're gonna break the bank on somebody. You're gonna get everybody excited, just like it'd be like a Coach Calipari hire, but on steroids. Because Calipari was kind
Yeah.
of in a down year, I guess. But it'd be. I mean, that's kind of wild, But I had to throw that
Hey,
out
look,
there.
why I don't put anything past any stretch of imagination. Like when I heard we got Coach Cal, everybody's like, "What? Is this a joke?" But then when it comes to like people are just like, "There's no way Saban would go." And I never in a million years thought Coach Bill Belichick would go to college and coach at North Carolina. So anything's possible.
I think Saban wants to coach again, but he just might be just a little too old and wanting to retire. Because he made that joke about him doing house cleaning and stuff,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
hinting that he wanted to get back in it. But I can imagine he's just kind of enjoying the lack of stress because he's already made it. It's not like he needs to come here and prove himself or like anything, but it could just be like a non-pressure. If he was to be coach anywhere else in an SEC that's not super insane pressure, where you give him some leeway if he's not perfect. Obviously it's Nick Saban, so you can't.
Now
It'd
look,
be pretty good.
now Wyatt, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I can't spend too much time talking about Nick Saban being Arkansas's
I
next
know
head
it.
coach. But if only, right? But
Right.
all right, man. I'm gonna let you get back to it, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, man. I see, Rodney. I saw your comment. Like, let him finish this. Let him get it out. All right, let him get it out. All right. Here we go, man. So I had some people ask me if I got their email. I have not. You got to make sure you put it in the right way. So if you want to come on, once again, I'll put it back up. All you have to do is send me your email, but you have to do it like this, or else it won't show it to me. Fourth and five. This is an example if the email was fourthandfive@gmail.com. You can't have the at sign and you can't have the .com. Actually, better yet, do it like this. Don't even put the space. All right. No space. Just leave the comment like this. Okay. Boom. Just send that. And as soon as I see the Gmail or the Yahoo or whatever it is, I'll know that's your email and we'll get you covered. All right. All right. Let me get through some of these. Usually I have Val Pal send me text messages on the other side. Interesting. This, oh yeah, by the way, since it's the bye week, we're going to cover a high school game this week. We're going to be at Conway as Conway plays Bryant. I talked to the Razorback commit, Tay Lockett. He's committed playing safety at Conway. He'll be in Arkansas next year. Asked him, what does he think about all this coaching change? Is it going to do anything to his commitment? Make sure you tune in tomorrow for that. A little tease for you. I'm not seeing it. Scott, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Scott. Big shout out. Scott Sellers holding it down. Alex Shirley, man. I feel like I ain't seen you in forever. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Scott, here's a comment. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Mark says we're having technical difficulties. No doubt about it. Signal was getting out of hand. Mark also says 100% not coming. Give me a second. Saban is 74. Let that man retire. So this is good. A lot of people feel this. Let's lock up the hire early so we can lock in on some transfer portal. Yeah. Do you feel like this is hurting as far as recruiting and all that stuff is concerned? So Behold, I'm sorry. You keep saying you did. I'm not seeing it anywhere in these comments. See, Chris, boom. This is how it's done. Great job, Chris. Behold, are you doing it like that? Don't forget the R in the middle. I think that's what I did earlier, Chris. Sorry about that. I sure did forget that R. Let me try again. That's how it's done. Good job, Chris. R. There it is. And Valerie just sent it to me. Thank you. Come on, man. Chris R. Caver. Boom. All right. So, behold, that's how it's done. And I know it works because he's doing it on YouTube. And I see you're commenting on YouTube. All right. I put it just like you said. Yes. Valerie, are you seeing beholes? I'm going through your comments right now. I see that. Boom. Okay. And then I see this. Boom. Ah, I got you. There he is, Brandon. Oh, I got you now, big dog. Give me a second. I'll send you a link, and you're gonna join 4th and 5. Da-da-da. Brandon. Oh, 7. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I really struggle with this part. Boom. Come on, big dog. Make sure I'm spelling it right. Yeah, I think I got you. 789 at Gmail. All right, boom. All right, we're gonna start with Chris in the house. Chris Caver. What's going on,
What's
man?
going
What you
on?
got? You tell me, man.
Hey,
What you got for me, man? Who should the next coach be? I
I'm
already know
going
who it
to
should be. Pitch it to me.
Robert Patrick Petrino. That's who.
All right, let's get. Go ahead and give the people the pitch right now. Let the
All
doubters know
right.
why you should.
Here, okay. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's why. Well, first of all, whenever you're picking out a coach, you need to first ask yourself, what is this coach's competitive advantage? And
Yeah.
for Coach Petrino, it's his offensive mind. You won't find a better offensive mind in football than Coach Petrino. So we know what we got in him. We know that he's still got it. Look at how our offense ranks this year. Um, Now, I think he could probably actually be a better coach than he's ever been now in the NIL era. And I think it's because we can go buy some defensive linemen, go buy some pass rushers. I think that a good example, a good goal of where we could be is look at Tennessee this year. Tennessee, uh, their defense was just okay, but man, they could get some pressure on the quarterback. So I think we could become like Tennessee pretty quickly. So that's what
Okay.
I would do. Um,
Okay. Um, that's the funny thing you talked about Tennessee. A lot of people now are talking about they need to move on from Josh Heupel over there. What do you think, Chris, about this? I know I want you to talk about Coach Petrino and all this stuff, but what do you think about this new landscape of like, if a coach doesn't make it to the playoffs, it's just like all the fan bases are saying fire them. It's like losing is no longer acceptable at any level or any week.
Well, I mean that's probably true at a lot of places, but at Arkansas, at least for a little bit, uh, I think that's one of the attractive things about Arkansas is that you can get a great coach here. People are going to be patient. Now they won't be patient for forever because it's human nature. Eventually, once a coach comes in here and wins 7, 8, 9 games, people are always going to want more. That's just how it is. So I kind of get that, but that's one of the reasons why this job is, I think, should be attractive. If we got the resources together, I think that it would be a great opportunity for a coach because if a coach comes in here and wins 8, 9 games a couple years in a row, people are going to be really, really excited and they're going to build up a lot of goodwill really fast. You look at how much goodwill Coach Petrino still has, for
Mhm.
having those great years in 09, 10, and 11. So
Yeah. What do you think would make the fan base happy year in and year out as far as wins are concerned?
I mean, honestly, right now though, I think people would be really happy at first with 8 or 9, but people are always going to want more. I don't think that we're really any different from any other fan base in the sense that once we've tasted success, we're going to want more. It's all relative. That's just human nature, for better and for worse. It's human nature to never be satisfied and to always want more, and that's not always a bad thing. It's good to
So
be grateful for what you have. So, but
do you think 8 or 9, or let's just say 9? Do you think 9 year in and year out is possible for Arkansas with the
oh
conference we're
yeah,
in?
I think it is. Without a doubt, I think it is. And once we've done that for a little bit, I think we can keep trying to push for more. I mean, I still believe I want Arkansas to win a national championship in football. You know, it happened in my dad's lifetime, my parents' lifetime. I think it could happen again. It was
Yep.
60 years ago, and a lot's changed since then. But I think that a lot of people don't. We this NIL era is still only a few years in. We don't know what it's going to look like in the future. Arkansas should be a top program in college football. There's no question about that. We've got the resources here. Just because it hasn't been mobilized yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We know that the resources that exist in Arkansas, and it's just about going and getting them and getting people
Yep.
fired up about football again.
Yep. Yep. I like it, man. Chris, I appreciate it as always. And always thanks for the support. Uh hopefully, I mean, we'll be, if everything pans out right, we'll be back up in Northwest Arkansas for the away game. We are actually even entertaining the idea of going to Baton Rouge. We'll let you know how that pans out. But Chris, I appreciate it, man. Have a good night, man.
All right, see ya.
Chris Caver, the man. All right, standing by. Finally got him in. Mr. Hole himself. Got the Razorback hat on. Let's get to it, man. What you got for me? Let me know who the next Arkansas head coach should be and why.
It's been tough for me as everything's been going on, but I'm to the point where it's kind of some of these names are going to be not going to be happening. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with Bobby Petrino, and one
Okay.
of my reasons is well, you look at the past 2 seasons, what he's done with the offense. Um, we needed something like that. We did. We needed a good offense. Uh, he knows a lot about the Razorbacks. He's been here before. SEC experience is one of my biggest things that I'm looking in a coach right now.
Yep.
If Bobby it wasn't on there, I would have to go with Alex Golish because he was a coordinator at Tennessee. So it's like I'm looking kind of who's out there that has SEC experience that knows how to play the ball in the SEC and how to compete. And I feel like Bobby has that.
Yep.
I know a lot of people kind of look down on him right now, but I mean, truthfully, it wasn't his defense really. So I mean, but if you really look at what he's done the past 2, 3 games with the defense, it's been pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
They've kind of turned it around and start playing better. Offense, I mean, yes, they've been kind of second half kind of been non-existent, but I think it also has to do with players have to execute the plays that are given to them. So it's like, I mean, that's really, I mean, I have to go with Petrino just because of that. I mean, he's been here, he
Yep.
has the experience.
Oh, wait. I got to put you on pause for stay right there. Actually, come here, babe. Not you. My girlfriend just got back in town. She's been in New York. I'm gonna do full screen. I got to give her a shout out. So look, Brandon, she just got back from New York. She ran the New York City Marathon. She got her little medal. Hey, babe, how are you? Missed you. Mwah. All right, so we're talking about the head coach. Who should it be, babe?
I don't know.
She's not gonna be a part of that
Yeah.
conversation. I ain't seen her in what, 4 days? She's been gone 4 days. She just up and left me. Look, can I see that? Let me see that. Yeah, we're talking about the coach. Look at this thing. New York City Marathon. Wow. That's pretty dang cool. Yeah, I see it. Oh, wow. That is cool. Yeah. Damn. All right. Miss you, boo. I'll wrap up here in a little bit, okay? I don't know. We'll come. I know we've been rolling. She's just like, I just got home. We got. I said, where there's viewer comments? It's Wednesday night. Let's get it. Now I'm gonna hang out with her in a second. I want to ask you this, okay? Sorry. Oh, actually, finish your thought. Then I'm gonna ask you something. Go ahead.
I mean, that's really pretty much it. I mean, just the experience, knowing what to do, what to expect in the SEC. I mean, top 25 offense. I mean, you look at the yards that the offense puts up. I mean, he still got it. And I think my biggest thing for me is we got a coach that's on the sideline that's not just going to be pacing back and forth, but speak up and say something.
Yeah, yeah. I so this has been a thing that popped up, and I even said this too. Like this is an audition, and before all this started, I was thinking, okay, it'd be nice. I think he needs to win the Auburn Mississippi State game. But then you see how those games kind of played out, and you see the passion that these guys still have going on. This is a comment coming in a super chat from Joshua. He says, "Can we put to rest that this is a fair chance for Bobby to win the job as far as these games that he's supposed to win? Name another potential hire that could do a better job in this situation." I was thinking about that today after the Notre Dame game, taking over the team where the defense was and the schedule of the SEC, who would come in and do better?
Mm.
I can't think of one. I can't think of anybody. And so the point being said is at first I thought he needed to win a couple, but just simply seeing, I think we can all collectively say that when we watch this team play, they're playing better. They're playing harder. They're starting to play more physical. And then it's just like, I don't know. This is the wild thing. We have 7 losses this year and only 2 wins, but I still feel like we're competitive each and every week. And I think it has gotten better since he stepped in as interim head coach. You heard players talking about, dang, practice is real hard now, or we're doing these extra workouts. He's trying to build this culture, but us having this expectation that he can do that with just 5 weeks because, he sat back and let things happen. He knew his role and he knew his lane. This is Pittman's team. We're going to do it his way, and defense is going to do it this way. I can just focus on my offense. And so the idea that he can come in and completely turn that around in 5 weeks, I don't think that's a fair shot, even though I still wish we could still find a way to close out some of those games. And somebody said right here, losing to Mississippi State, I mean, I would say more so. I was more upset with the Auburn game than the Mississippi State game because I still feel like we got screwed immensely with some of those calls against Mississippi State that halted
Mm.
our drives when we were about to go finish the ball game finally. But the Auburn one was tough, and so but I guess we'll see how these next 3 games go. Do you think he needs to win any of these next 3 games in order to lock in the job?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think he has to win any games. I think the biggest thing is how can you have this team compete after a situation that of losing their head coach? How can you bounce back from that? How can you get these guys ready? How can you motivate them? And as the weeks have went on, starting with Tennessee, hey, I mean, what do we lost what 3 point game? Play A&M lost what 3 point game? I mean, it's just these guys are playing, and then on top of that, you have not seen this defense step up the way they have until the past 2 3 weeks.
Okay.
So, I, I mean, as long as I think it's more of long as how I think it's more of how can your players believe and buy in and still go out there and give their best and
Yeah.
compete.
Yeah. And I think we've seen that. And I thought this team was going to throw in the towel and call it a day, but they're showing up each and every week. So, all right, man. I appreciate you hopping on with me, man. I'm about to wrap this up and go hang out with my girl. All right.
Appreciate it. Thank
All right,
you.
man. Appreciate it. Thank you. But real quick, babe, can you come back up here real quick? I see your thing, Wyatt. Give me a second. All right. I'm going to see because she just got through running a marathon. Massage would be great. What'd you say? Here she comes. Come on in here, boo. Dun-dun-dun. Oh. So a lot of people are saying congrats. Come on in here. Look at that sweatshirt. Where'd you get that from? Come on in here. Who is that? Oh, wow. All right. Wyatt wants to tell you something. Go ahead, Wyatt. Let's hear it. What you got for us?
So yeah, we've been growing our business. It's Radiant Elements Medical Spa in Northwest Arkansas, right off of Weddington and Ruppel. She's got a couple of high prospect clients, and we'd love to, treat you. Maybe give a shout out and maybe talk about an advertisement deal. I mean, I don't know about through the summer, but yeah, we'd love to get you on the table. I'm not a massage therapist. I'm a land surveyor. I actually work for Blue and Associates. You see their name all over the advertisements on the field. I'm out
Yeah.
here on 12 hours on the clock, but my
Woo.
wife's massage business that we've invested heavily in, and we're going to get a cryotherapy chamber or cryotherapy thing and a
Uh-huh.
hyperbaric oxygen chamber here soon. Maybe we can do some deals and definitely next time you're in Northwest Arkansas for a game or whatever, we can schedule you a free massage, and maybe you can give us a free review on the air or whatever, on Fourth and
Oh,
Five or whatever, or we can
buddy, I
talk
will
about
do the
something.
massage while streaming live. Okay, we can do it all, whatever you want. All right. Now I'll tell you this, but my boo just got through running a marathon, 26.2 miles, and so she needs to get on that table, get some calf work, hamstrings,
Oh yeah,
quads. We're good to
she's
go.
the best in NWA. Oh, 100%, a hundred
All
percent.
right, man.
As soon
All right.
next time you're up here, or even sooner, And we do
All right.
couples massages too, so we can get both of y'all in the same room at the same time. Super professional, awesome work. My wife is pregnant right now, so I call her Hot Stone Hands because she's got more blood flowing through her. We're on our third baby. We're on our
That's
third baby,
awesome.
and we've had all three of our babies at home, dude. Isn't that crazy?
Dang, that's wow.
Yeah.
That is wild. That is wild.
But
All right.
that's that. I had to shout that out. I had to see if I could get that in there. I appreciate it,
Well,
DJ, big time.
yeah, I got you. I got your email now, so we'll set that up for sure. All right.
All right, bet.
All right, man. Drive safe, man. You see how I take care of you? My people take care of you. My people take care of you. All right. We're a family here at Fourth and Five. All right. I'm taking care of my girl. I appreciate that. All right. Getting a massage invite from my guy who won't. It's not sus live to play. He said he didn't want to join the stream because he said he respects the show too much. That makes me want you to join the stream even more. Live to play 9. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. Mark W. This is a guy who keeps trying to get us to go to New York. You're just there. He wants us to get tickets to the Houston game that's there. I'm happy. Mark, we got to talk about it. I still need you to pay for my plane flight though, and we'll figure it out. In my boo too. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'm wrapping it up. I'm gonna hang out with my girl. Thank y'all for watching Fourth and Five. Also, best way to support us, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. I know y'all are watching on Twitter or Facebook. If you can go over to YouTube, hit that button. Be very much appreciated. Y'all have a